Hi guys, welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back. So I'm Debbie if you don't know me, and today's video is going to be a Throwback Thursday, which is a little bit of a series on my channel. Don't do it every week, but do it fairly frequently, at least every other week. And this week I wanted to pull out this palette, which is going to reflect terrible on my ring light, but it's the Sigma Viper palette, which was a little £6 palette that Sigma brought out with these beautiful shades. I wish they'd do more of these palettes in this size because I really like this palette, and for a couple of reasons. I love this shade, which is called Beguile, which is a really pretty pinky duochrome, so that's going to definitely be in my look somewhere. But I love the sort of pop of green in here and the blue shimmer. It's all beautiful actually. You can do some neutral looks, but you can pull some pops of colour in there. So I'm going to do a cut crease I think, but I've not really decided what I'm going to do or where I'm going to put the shades. But just fancied having a bit of a sit down and playing with my makeup, and I just thought I may as well film it. So if you guys have this palette, then obviously play along if you want to, but if you don't, I think you could probably dupe some of the shades from other things that you have. Although the duochrome shade that's in here, that Beguile shade, is fairly unique to my collection, but I don't have that many singles. I think a lot of people do. So grab what you have, dupe the shades if you want to recreate the look, but otherwise just sit back and enjoy. I'm going to create an eye look using this palette and then pair it with a lip and show you the look at the end. So I'll just scooch you in a little bit and we'll get started. To start off the look, I'm going to go in with the shade Hypnotise, which is a transition shade, and I'm just going to, I've already put my eyeshadow base down, which is the Matte Painterly Paint Pot, as I generally do. And this Hypnotise shade is only slightly deeper than my skin tone, but I thought it would give me something to blend into. So I don't do that often, but there's some neutrally shadows that I want to use in this palette, and I think sometimes a transition helps with that. So it's barely showing up, but just creating a little bit of a gradient in my crease towards my brow. Normally shows up more than this, but got a little bit of colour. Like, I wouldn't say I'm tanned, but I've been on holiday and I've got the remnants of a colour left. I'm not completely ghost-like today as I usually am. Right, I'm going to go in with Adder next and build that up in my crease. I'm going to go quite strong with that colour, but try and keep it blended as well. I'm going to keep the cut crease quite open at the front, so I don't want to go too far down here. I want to keep the shadows focused to about that point, so that when I cut the crease I've got plenty of space in this inner corner area. It's not often I start a look with a brown these days, so it actually makes a change for me, and sometimes it's nice to just do something a bit different. But I will put some colour on my lower lash. Not going to worry about any shadows falling onto my lids because I'm going to cover that all up anyway. I think I'll just take that down just a tad in the outer corner, just to help with the shape there. Trying to create a almost rounded shape, oval shape I guess. And at the outer corners I'm doing a bit of a circular motion so that I can try and get a bit of a blend there. I think doing it this way over what is essentially a set base, because I put that transition down, it is taking longer to build up the pigment, but as a result I'm getting a bit more of a blended look. It's just taking a bit more time. What do you guys do? Do you work on a set base or an unset base? I'd love to know. And also what eyeshadow bases you use. I'm thinking of changing that up. I know everyone's saying how good the Smashbox lid primer is, so I'm interested to look into that one. I tend to be a creature of habit and just reach for the same things all the time, so I think it'd be good to See if the shadows that I love work differently on different bases. I'm good to be able to report to you guys as well. In my outer corners I'm going with Malevolent. I can't say that word. Malevolent. Again, I'm just taking my time to build up the intensity on that shade. I think I might swap to my original brush and see if... yeah, that's way better. And I'm just going to run that along the lower lash as well. I need to probably about halfway in because I want to put a bit of the blue shimmer there as well. Okay, now I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going to use the Conceal and Define concealer as usual on my cut crease brush. As I say, I'm going to cut it a bit higher and open at the front. To give myself maximum space to work with there. And then the centre part there of my lids, I'm going to go in with Copperhead. That's not quite giving me the intensity that I wanted with the brush. I'm just going to go in with my finger to see if I can... yeah, that's way better. I don't like using my fingers in my shadows, but some formulas just work so much better that way. I've got that down, I can just tidy it up a little bit with the brush. Just taking a bit more of that green and just tapping over the edges. I'm never going to really get a blend between these two shades because they're completely opposing shades, but and then in this area that I've got left, I'm gonna fill that in with Beguile. And again, just to intensify that, I'm just going over with my finger, but it's not going to be too easy because of the place I'm trying to put it. And then to finish off just in this little portion here, I'm going to go in with the blue shade, which is called Sinister. Okay, so that's the look right now, pretty dramatic. So I'm going to go off camera, put something in my waterline, probably something quite neutral actually, just a pinky pale pencil like Heartless by Urban Decay, something along that lines, and do a mascara and a lip for the look, and I'll be right back with you to show you the finished look for this one. Okay guys, so here's the finished look. And I went with a caramelly nude. I thought there's so much going on in the eye look that trying to pair it with something dramatic on the lips as well might be too much. But I've gone with the shade Hudson by Anastasia. So caramelly warm kind of nude to pull out the warm in the sort of centre of the lids and the brown crease. So I thought that kind of went okay with the look. This was so much fun to create. It's not your everyday normal neutral look, I guess. And it's colourful, but it's not overly like bright and neon and dramatic colourful. So I like shades like this, and I like playing with colour placement and doing my cut creases a little bit higher and bringing the shape a bit more interesting. It just like kind of brings an extra dimension to your eyes. So really enjoyed playing with the Sigma Viper. As I say, I don't think it's available anymore. I think it was a limited edition. If you have it in your collection, I hope I've inspired you to perhaps dig it out and play with it. If not, I'd love it if you would try and recreate something similar with your own shadows. We've all got lots in our collections that we can dupe things with, particularly if you've got the sort of size collection that I do, and I know some of you do. So hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, then please smash the like button so that I know. And if you are new here, I'd love it if you would consider subscribing before you go. Other than that, guys, I hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.